Hi Flosstube, it's Mary. I'm really excited to be doing this video today. I know I'm really sporadic with Flosstube, but I love watching it and I've been stitching a lot, and so I thought I would do a video. I have a lot I want to talk about and a lot I want to show, so I might divide it up into a couple of different videos. We'll see. So here's the deal, okay? As you know, if you've watched any of my other videos, I have a lot of whips going on at once. I rotate often just when I feel like it. I don't have a set schedule. So I lost a whip. Have you ever done that? Have you ever lost one of your projects? Not good. I've worked on this project for a couple of years, off and on, and I'm over half done. It's a large piece. It is intended to be a gift for my mama. I was going to frame it and give it to her for Christmas. It's in some of my other videos. It's called Oh Holy Night Nativity by Stony Creek. And I forget what the dimensions are, but it's probably about, 2 feet long, somewhere in there. I put a movie on for my kids. They're watching Doctor Who, so I'm trying to do this while they're out there. So anyway, I can't find it anywhere. So hopefully it'll turn up. I can't imagine where it could be. It should be here. It could be at my mom's house. But if it is, it would be tucked away somewhere. It wouldn't, I didn't have it anywhere. I don't know. Isn't that weird? It's been missing. I haven't been able to find it for several months. I have the pattern. I don't have the project. So hopefully it'll turn up. So in the meanwhile, today I decided I have so much to do. Who doesn't, right? But I decided to take some time out of my day and go through part of my stash, my main stash. I have stashed, get it. I have stashed different places around the place, but I have one small, dare I say, dresser, let's call it a nightstand, that has all cross-stitch stuff in it. So I thought, well, maybe it's down in the bottom of one of those drawers, so I'll take everything out, and now look, didn't find the whip. But I realized that I have stash that I forgot I had, and I have way more stash than I thought I had, and I need to stop looking because I've been looking so much on the websites lately and looking at all the goodies and buying stuff, and I need to stick to stash and save my money for a while and slow myself down from all the excitement of buying new, right? So I thought I would get on here and do a video to show you some of my stash. Some of it I've shown before, some of it I haven't. It's not all of it, but it's most of it. And I know it's probably small compared to a lot of you Flosstubers, but I'm not, it's bigger than some. Everything's relative, right? And I'm not, trying to keep up with the Joneses. We all just buy stuff that we like, right? And then hang on to it. So anyway, I want to show a couple of whips. I want to show my, oh shoot, I have a finish, but I don't think I have it in front of me here. And I want to show the stash. So I think I've said before, one of my screen names should be the Disorganized Stitcher because I'm extremely disorganized. My brain is disorganized. So I apologize that it's not in any sort of real order. I'll do my best to put it together. It was in order. And then when I actually had things in drawers, by what they were, the type of thing. But I pulled it all in here in a hurry to get this done before the kids find me out. And so anyway, enough of this rambling. Let me show you a couple whips to get started with the fun, okay? First one I'm going to show you is the one I'm working on right now. I'm working on my first Mirabilia. I have a couple of Mirabilias in my stash, and I've been looking, and they're beautiful, and I haven't done one before. And then when the latest one came out, the Garden Prelude of the violinist, I fell in love with her the day it was posted, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have her because I play viola, sort of, kind of. I grew up with violin and viola and playing in orchestras, and I taught for a while when I was a teenager. And my son and my daughter play strings. My son cello, my daughter's starting violin, loving it. So I had to have it. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and I started it, even though I wasn't anywhere ready to start it. Let me go ahead and show you. I mean, by ready to start it, I just mean I have like a lot of projects going, but I was ready to start it because I love, 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 love these colors. Are these colors not exquisite? These are my favorite colors. Aquas, teals. She's just beautiful. It's such a big dress. As you can see, I'm stitching her on a beach. I, for some reason, envisioned her on a beach at sunset. I'm from Sarasota, Florida, and we're a very cultural, classical music town. World-class musicians. If you've ever heard of Itzhak Perlman, very famous violinist, his winter home is here. He does a student music festival during the winter. And it's just like really awesome. And we're on the coast, on the Gulf of Mexico. So a lot of times there are photographs of classical musicians with the water behind them. And so I just pictured her that, maybe like at sunset. Well, so I looked at all these different fabrics and sure. And then I found Fabric Flare Sunset Beach, or Beach at Pink Sunset. And I bought it through Cindy Sorley at Stitcher Express, I think it's called. However, I did measure, I did calculate. I used the calculator from Yarn Tree. I did it a bunch of times. And then I started in the middle. And I think that was the wrong thing to do because I'm not going to stitch the background. It has columns and window boxes or a raised bed of flowers. I wasn't going to do that. So actually the columns come up higher than her head, so I probably could have moved her up a little bit. I didn't. So I now have, as you can see, the fabric is not sticking out, and I'm very close. I figure I have maybe a good inch and a half, maybe 2 inches if I'm being generous. But the fabric's not serged, and so it's fraying, and I need to, I guess I'm gonna tape it. I know that's probably not the thing to do with the, the cool thing to do, but I'm afraid to hem it, one, because I don't know how to sew, and two, there's so little fabric. If I hem it, what's left? Hopefully I'm not gonna mess up the framing of it. It's a lot of work, but as you can see, I started it only like 2 weeks ago, and I've just been working on it like a mad woman. And there's some done up here, although not a lot. So yeah, I've been staying up late. I get in these spurts, I guess, where I stitch like a lot, and I watch Stitching Stuff a lot, and I stay up late, way later than I should, and stitch, and then I have to get up in the morning, and I'm, groggy, and but it's worth it, right? Because I get to stitch, and I made progress. So anyway, that's what I show you her. So we'll see how that goes with the framing. Okay, I'll show you the one I was doing before I got her in the mail and she interrupted everything. I started, actually just the month before, had another start. I started Teresa Wentzler's pattern called the Minstrel. And it's beautiful. It's one that I don't see a whole lot done. I don't think it's one of her more popular designs, but isn't she beautiful? She's got feathers. Oh my goodness. I just love the colors, the tapestry look, and it's just wonderful. So she's going to be all over this. She's just stitched on 28 Lugana. I usually do 32 count. That Mirabilia is on the 32 count even weave printed. This is just a ivory Lugana 28 count from 1, 2, 3 stitch. So I love her, and so I'll get back to her in a while. And then there's a guy playing a lute, or it says mandolin on the pattern, under the tree for the dragon and subduing the fierce beast, all that good stuff. Then I'm going to show you my other whip that I need to go ahead and finish up for Halloween. This is Minerva. Minerva is also one that I just love the colors. Look at those teals. My phone is actually picking up the right color. Usually when I take a picture of her, it gets the wrong color and it looks like a weird kind of green, but this is true to the color. It's a beautiful teal, like, I'm trying to think what it is. 37, 47? Does that sound right? Somewhere in the 3000s. Yeah. And then I just have to finish this tree and do some more of her beading. I lost, as you can tell, I'm great at losing stuff. I lost the teal beads that I needed to complete her, so I ordered more, and I was waiting for them to come, and then I got started on the Teresa Wentzler, and then they came, and then I started on the other ones, and then I found my first thing of beads. I have plenty of teal beads. These teal glass beads are like the prettiest thing ever. Again, you can't really tell in the video, but the way they catch the light, oh, they're just so pretty. They're such like the perfect color. Oh, okay. So she's almost done. And then I plan to stitch some of her sisters on the same type of fabric. This is Murky in 32 count linen, Belfast linen from Picture This Plus. Those are my whips. I actually have a finish that I don't know. Oh yes, here she is. Yay. Let me see if I have enough time. My phone doesn't have much space on it. I actually had to clear a bunch of space because my kids had a bunch of stuff and I still don't have much. So I'm going to do this in several parts. So I'm going to do another video with my stash. So here is my favorite project I've ever done. And she's completed. My first finish in like years and years and years. This is Medieval Lady from Joan Elliott. And again, colors are everything here. Oh my goodness, those dark, deep, rich blues and purples and teals and Joan Elliott. This is my first Joan Elliott and I am so in love. They are so charming and so gorgeous. So I'm gonna get lots more Joan Elliott's done. And so I want to get her professionally framed for the first time in my life and, you know, go from there. So finish. Yay for finishes. It does happen once in a while, doesn't it? Okay, my timer is ticking, so I'm going to end this video and upload, and then I'm going to come back and do another video with some stash. So I will see you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching. Happy floss tubing. Bye.